Allan, what do you put that performance down to? Because it was kind of poor from the start, wasn't it?
Really poor throughout the whole match. We never get started, which is surprising the position we're in. It was a great opportunity to obviously climb up the league and put pressure on the teams above us. So it's a big letdown, but I think individually, collectively, we're miles off it today.
That's 2 defeats in a row now. How important is it to get the boys back to winning ways sooner rather than later?
No, I think maybe we need to get back to basics. I don't think we worked as hard today. We never passed the ball anywhere near good enough. I don't know how many times under no pressure we passed the ball at the park. I mean, we can blame the pitch. Obviously the conditions are better, but it's simple passes. We've got to be better than that. We've got to take more care. We've got to obviously work a wee bit harder as well, because it seemed to me they were picking up every second ball in the middle of the pitch throughout the whole game. So we've got to be better, and it's only us that can obviously turn it on.
The pitch play a part, because it is quite dry, it's tough to pass on. Was that a part in the long
listen,
balls?
they weren't great either. Listen, it's 2 poor teams today. It was a really poor game of football to watch. Obviously I was in the stand watching it, so it was really poor to watch for both teams. I think they were slightly better. They managed the conditions better than us. We never caused them a problem going forward at all, I don't think, which is disappointing with the quality we've got going forward and the pace we've got, because it's one thing we did mention at the start of the game, we are slow at the back, so we should be able to expose that in the wide areas and getting balls down the side of them, but we just never seem to be able to do it today.
What's that attitude going ahead now? Because we're 3 points off of 4th or 3rd, or however many off of 2nd as well, but we're 5 points off of 9th. We're right in the middle in 6th. Is it looking over your shoulder, looking up?
No, we've just got to one game at a time. I think we've said that right from the start. Obviously including this game, the last 2 games, really disappointing, because we're in such a good position to go and push on in the league. So now every game's massive. We knew that anyway, but now more than ever.
Next week's tough. Last time at Hearts was a really poor performance, but then we took them to Palmerston, good draw. You'll be looking for more of the same last time.
Hearts are a top team. They're going to win this division easily at a canter. So it's going to be a really tough game, but our season's not going to be defined by games against Hearts. We've got 6 massive games to go. Every one of them is equally as important. We've got to make sure we approach everyone like a cup final and try and get as many points as possible, because obviously we want to be in challenging for the top 4 if we can.
It's obviously not going to be easy next week, but they are without Gordon, Smith and Boyce doing international duty, so that must give you a bit of a helping hand over them.
We've got quality players who come in anyway. It doesn't really matter who they're missing. They've got a massive squad, but we've just got to focus on ourselves, especially when you've seen the last 2 performances. They've not been as good as what they should be. We need to get back to winning ways and start putting in performances to get us results again.
There was a moment of brilliance. The one moment we had was Ayo Balai. What a strike, and that's 9th for the season, which is remarkable, isn't it?
Yeah, no, a really good strike. Never really created enough chances today with the quality we've got going forward, but that stems from not passing the ball well at all. We never passed the ball well, we never get in behind them with the pace we've got, we're only a goal threat. So yeah, really disappointing day all round.
And there was a real special moment with Ayo Balai with the celebration, and is that something you've spoke about? And given the week you had, it's been a tough week for football, he raised the fist. It was a real kind of goosebump moment, wasn't it?
No, I know, it's obviously you never like to see that what happened in the Rangers game. No, it's really poor, and obviously it was great for Ayo for standing up for it and getting the goal today.